If you're seeing this, that means it's Tarot Tuesday. Welcome, welcome. Welcome everyone. If you're new here, if you've been here before, my name is Lara, and we are going to be taking a look at the week ahead. Just kind of getting a little perspective, a little insight over the next 7 days. Whether you are finding this on Tuesday or not doesn't really matter because time is not linear. So whatever messages are in this video, they were meant to find you when you are finding them. You can trust that. And this is a general reading. So we're looking at the general energy. This can look like a lot of things for a lot of different people. And so it may not be like exactly specific to you, although parts of it could be, but it's a general reading. So take what you like, leave what doesn't resonate. Keep an open mind, be curious, and you'll know what's meant for you to hear. Yes, but at the time that I'm filming this is Tuesday, July 16th, just the 16th. Let me not get ahead of myself. That's interesting. That's interesting today. Okay, so this is, July 16th through the 22nd. So we'll talk a little bit about the astrology, what's happening over the week, and then we'll dive in and see what the tarot has to tell us, what energy we're gonna be working with. Yeah. All right, let's get to it. So, a lot of stuff has been happening. It's been incredibly chaotic. We've had planets going retrograde, Saturn and Neptune very recently. There's also been a conjunction, I believe. I don't know too much about this. So if something in this is curious or resonates with you, like please do your research. But if I'm remembering correctly, there was a conjunction with Mars and Uranus. Mars is Aries energy, is fiery. Mars is the god of war. So it's our fire, our anger, our aggression. And it's action oriented as well. So it's how we go out and get what we want. This could also represent like confrontations and things like that. That energy conjunct with Uranus, and Uranus is surprises. Uranus is the great awakener. So if you felt like things are getting a little chaotic, even violent, I mean, that's been happening in the news. Enough said. And it's all very unexpected. This is lining up with the astrology. And while this conjunction is happening, there's a star called Agol. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation. It's spelled Agol. And this is, I think it's called like the demon star. So a lot of, just like a lot of darkness, right? And it's a lot. It's a lot of energy. I think it's been happening for about a week now, but it's like intensified, or is intensifying like currently. Like I said, not something I have a lot of knowledge about, information about, but yeah, it's from my understanding, it's like it's a pretty big deal, and it's affecting things. And maybe you're thinking about the week that you just had, and you're like, oh, right, like that explains some things. So that's what's happening. We also have this week on Sunday the 21st, we have a full moon, and this is the second full moon in Capricorn, and it's a consecutive Capricorn full moon. So the first full moon in Capricorn is an earth energy. It is organized. It is, step by step implementing the plan. The first of these Capricorn full moons, right, was to like start getting our shit together. And then this one is like, if you don't have it together yet, this is gonna kick your ass into gear. So that's kind of some hard energy. And like in between both of these moons, we had a Cancer new moon, and we're in Cancer season. So this is like, it's very in your feels and emotional, whether that's happy or sad or, whatever. So there's a lot happening. And we're going to see sort of how that affects the energy that we're dealing with, the collective of us here for this video. So, am I forgetting anything? I feel like no. Okay. Let's go ahead. I've got our Oracle deck, our Oracle of Mystical Moments. I'm actually just going to get a little smoke cleanse from the incense here. And you know what? I'll do my tarot cards too. Just to clean it up, Okay. All right. So, Spirit, could we please have a clear and concise message? Just to start, what is the vibe for the next 7 days? What energy can we expect? What may be happening? What's the vibe? Okay, hang in. Okay, so our card here, it's number 34, Abracadabra. So I'm just like, magic is happening. Magic is happening. And interesting, like maybe you might not be feeling this. There's sort of this vibe of like, we have a figure that's like high up into the sky, sort of like doing things here with the stars, but is still sort of connected to this world here. Okay, so paradigm shifting is coming up for me, if that's something that you've been working on for yourself. Like timeline shifting. But overall, generally speaking, magic. Also, what I think is really interesting is that the hair, if you can see it, is like, it's in this conch shape, and I'm feeling like, it feels like it could be a shell, but I also feel like it could be horns, like on a goat, Capricorn. So I feel, right, especially with this being in the stars, are like aligning where our heads are at with a more divine perspective. Ooh. Maybe this is a challenge to shift perspective, right? They still seem to be a part of this lower world here, right? But they are really existing up out here. And I think that is beautiful. Also, abracadabra, this is like magic. And as someone who practices magic, that is a big element, is one foot in both worlds. So maintaining, not getting too high up into the clouds that you're completely disconnected from this reality here, because you're meant to be here, but you're meant to rise up and bring things through into this realm, right? And that is manifestation, right? Manifestation is taking a thought form and bringing it into physical reality. So this is like fun and exciting. I want to read from the book to see if there's any other insight available for us. Perhaps. Abracadabra. Magic, secrets, patterns, destiny. Yes. Patterns, maybe some sacred geometry as well. Rising from a kingdom of skyscrapers, a giant woman glows in the cityscape. She is so tall she can touch the stars all around her. With her magic wand, she coaxes the future from the constellations. There is such order in the universe. There is such order in the universe in the golden ratio of a nautilus shell. Okay, so that's like what the hair is, which is also like a sacred geometry thing. Or patterns in the starry night. We can unlock the secrets of the universe. We are the magicians of our own lives. All right, so if you want it to change, nothing's stopping you. Okay. And then as far as this week, right? So maybe we're identifying, if this is not something that you haven't already been working on, then maybe you're identifying these things for yourself. What is it you want your life to look like? What are you bringing into your physical reality? How do you want your physical reality to shift based on this divine, cosmic, intelligence? No, that's not the right word. Knowledge, wisdom, I don't know. Okay. All right, so let's do a little spicy oracle. I've got everybody in a bag here. Let's give a shake. Ooh, one fell out. Okay, I'm gonna take 2 more. Thank you. What we got? Okay. I think we had this last week. Tattoos, or it didn't happen. I won't wait forever. We'll see about that. Okay. So, I'm curious if this is got to do with our commitments to what we're pulling through, or maybe there's things you're trying to pull through that aren't the right things that are meant to come through, because I feel like I've got a couple opposing messages, right? And they're both the same hot sauce. And one is, I won't wait forever. So that to me feels like there's something that's trying to come through that you're not bringing through. Whoa. And then we also have, we'll see about that. And we'll see about that is feeling like there's been something you've been trying to manifest that it's, you know, maybe you're frustrated because it's not manifesting, but maybe it's not supposed to be manifesting because there's something else that's meant to be pulled through. Or I could also see it as like part of the same thought. I won't wait forever. We'll see about that. Maybe this is like a situation, a manifestation that's waiting to come through. And it's questioning that commitment. Like, I'm not going to be here for forever. And like, we'll see about that in the context of like, whether you're going to actually get up and do this and commit to this. Like, if you're going to do the damn thing, do the damn thing. I feel like for me, that message just feels better. I didn't like the other message, but both I could be considering. Anyway, yeah, but I could see it both ways. So, okay, so let's consult our tarot. Yeah, let's consult our tarot and see what it says. I'm going to give a little shuffle here. Spirit, if you could give us a clear and concise message about what the next 7 days holds for us. What is our focus? Where are we heading over the next 7 days? What more can you say about what we have on the table here? Ooh, there's one. Let me just shuffle for 2 more. I see you. And I see you. Okay. Great. Great. Okay, let me grab this card. Okay. Let's start where we always start. We're going to start at the bottom of the deck with our shadow card. This is the 7 of Wands in reverse today. So perhaps you've been feeling like maybe your boundaries have been a little weak. This card is all about defenses, self-preservation. So in the reverse position, I'm really feeling like maybe it's felt like energy is getting in. Underneath that, we have the King of Swords in reverse as well. So I feel like there's this, you know, maybe our boundaries haven't felt very strong, and there's this energy of like mental manipulation. This could even be as extreme as like gaslighting. Whether this is someone or this is you doing it to yourself. Because we're talking about the shadow position, I feel like this is you to yourself. And what is underneath that is the 3 of Cups, which is telling me that the support, the way out of this space is by leaning on your community, gratitude, recognizing and celebrating your own successes. You need to pump yourself up at this time. Okay? Because you're kind of feeling a little crazy, and it's really just because your defenses are a little weak. And you're second guessing yourself. or there's like information that's being dropped into your sphere that's making you feel a little crazy. So, check with those, like that, the friendship and community that you have with yourself when you feel when you're feeling this insecurity. So what is that meaning for the week ahead? What we have, the first card that jumped out for us is the Hanged Man in reverse. So this is definitely like a shift of perspective that you're really resisting at the moment. This shift of perspective, it's incredibly uncomfortable, which is why you are resisting it. But the shift of perspective is all about an opportunity with the Ace of Cups that is incredibly fulfilling, like a brand new start, right? It's what you've been hoping for. But I think this new opportunity requires this shift. And it's almost as if you don't feel prepared for it because of this energy here. And I think where that's leading us, it's going to be leading us into a place of anxiety. I have a feeling, though, a lot of this anxiety is again, it's coming from this energy, specifically this energy here, when we are constantly running around in circles in our head. It creates all of this discomfort. And sometimes the resistance is part of the process. Sometimes the resistance is here because it's a form of protection from spirit. So that's sort of bringing me back to the we'll see about that. If there's ways in which you've been like continually trying to force things, right? That perspective needs to shift. And I really feel like I have a sense that the opportunity, it's not that the opportunity is not coming, but it's going to create this discomfort. And I think that might, that's going to trigger the anxiety, right? But know that this anxiety is coming up because your defenses are down, okay? So a lot of other voices are getting in that normally don't get in, okay? Check yourself with your friends, the people that love you, the people that like, there's no doubt in my mind that they love me and they support me 100% completely. Like, you're allowed to ask for a reality check to get yourself out of your head. And also by, with this abracadabra card, right? There is magic available. There's things that you can be doing to shift the energy and find your way back into that flow for your opportunity that's here. Like, you know, this is like cleansing and clearing energy, cord cuttings, really reinforcing energetic boundaries. Okay. Basic things like making sure that you're focused on getting sleep, that you're hydrated, you know, fed, those things to the very best of your ability. And I feel like I'm someone who spends a lot of time in the resistance, but being in the resistance is part of how you break it down, process it, alchemize it, move through it. Choof. Choof. All right. But what I'm sensing about the anxiety is that, like, this is something you have more control over because we have the abracadabra card. This might as well be the magician card in tarot. And the magician already knows that they have everything that they need. They've already got it. So despite, like, this card normally is like, like, I get anxious just looking at this card, but I'm not really, because we have abracadabra here. And it's like, you already know how to abracadabra, poof, those thoughts. And if there's any doubt in your mind, lean on those people in your life who have a different perspective. You know, they're not in it like you are. Also, yeah, again, like gaining a higher perspective. Meditations where you're, you know, going up to a higher place. Taking yourself out of being in the thick of it, so that you can then be protected and at peace. And I think, considering the astrology, considering the astrology, this is just like practical defensive measures, because the energy is so chaotic and it is getting increasingly chaotic over the course of the year, that, you know, don't get pulled down by everything that's happening around you. Because the greatest act of rebellion is to continue on the path of your joy, your own personal liberation, and your healing. Because that's what they don't want you to do. So, you know, and really solidifying those boundaries. And then these little birds of anxiety can all just fly away. So that's what I see this week. And I hope this was helpful. Hopefully you resonated. You'll have to let me know. And yeah, I'm so happy to have had you here. If you are curious about how to connect with me or ways to work with me, there's information in the description box below. And I have a whole collection of Tarot Tuesday videos on here, on YouTube for you, and some other tarot card readings as well. And I'm looking forward to doing some full moon readings. So hopefully those are coming out towards the end of the week. We'll see about that. We'll see. But yeah. But yes, that's it. That's what I've got. And thank you for being here. I will see you on the other side.